Welcome to the 14th edition of the Goa River Marathon's press conference to be held on the 8th of December 2024. To our sponsor, Shri Mukund sir, thank you once again for extended cooperation. Roanna, you've always been supporting us for many years as the medical partner. To the Venture Capital Group, thank you once again for your support. The marathon on the 8th of December will have 4 events, as you see: the 42 kilometers, the 32 kilometers, the 21, the 10 and the 5. Expecting around 5,000 participants across all the 5 categories with a prize worth of about 8 lakhs. We have already started getting registrations, and we hope that after this press conference the numbers will surely soar. Usually the registrations will happen post the press conference that we've seen, because of the rains, and the running season basically begins in September in India. So we are hoping to get about 5,000 participants across all categories, as we said. We hope to see all of you all for the marathon on the 8th of December at the Chikalim grounds at Vasco. And once again, thank you all for attending this press conference. Thank you.
I now request Mr. Mukund Vasudevan to address the audience.
Hello. Thank you, Nitin, and thank you all on the dais, Rakesh, Ms. Roanna, and everybody else for having me here. I think SKF as title sponsors for the GRM, we've been a partner for a few years, and we hope to continue doing that because this resonates really deeply with our company's values. SKF's values are care, collaborate, curiosity and courage. And Goa River Marathon represents each and every element of it. It's about collaboration, it's about care for oneself and for others, and it's about courage. So to me, this is very, very close to my heart, and it's close to SKF as a company. It's fantastic to see the encouragement which is given by all of you and the sponsors to the participants, and to make sure that this continues to be one of the best marathons internationally, not just in India. So I applaud all of you in kind of bringing it up to this level and continuing to stretch the limits of how much more we can do. So I think it's fantastic. Last but not the least, I'd say best of luck to the participants. I hope to be there at that time, but best of luck. I'm sure you've all started training and working towards achieving your goals. I know this is not a thing which you take lightly, but it is something which the sheer joy of participating sometimes transcends winning. So best of luck to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Mukund. I'll request Rakesh Unny to speak to the audience.
Firstly, thank you, Mukund, for your support, and the SKF for the support to our event, which has given us so much of stability and ability to do this on a consistent and well-organized way. So we are glad to again inform you that we have been approved again by AIMS, and the route has also been approved. So our run is internationally recognized to use timing to participate in any of the world majors, which is actually a very good important landmark for us. And from next year, we've also tied up with the Airport World Majors age ranking system. So participants who takes part in our event can actually rank themselves worldwide in this very prestigious ranking system. Again, this year we are having the new event of the 32 kilometers, which actually helps a lot of the runners who previously were doing only 10 and half, and they were scared to do the full marathon. This in-between distance is actually a very unique distance which is not there in many of the races in India. It's actually probably we are there and maybe, I'm not sure if anybody else is there, but we've got a feedback of having this distance which is a very good distance. And another exciting event which happened from 2 years is the inter-school event. The 5 kilometer inter-school event. Last year we had to actually stop participation because the response we got was overwhelming. So this time we are again reaching out to the schools, and earlier itself, because a 5 kilometer for the youngsters is also quite a distance to run. So we are interacting with the school people also and helping them to give some inputs about training and stuff like that. So that's another very exciting event for the youth. The partnerships with the Goa Tourism, Government of Goa Tourism, and the Director of Sports and Youth Affairs is also a very welcome help we are getting, because the Government of Goa wants to make Goa also a sporting tourism destination. So they are also been a big help for us, and these are the unfortunately the representatives couldn't come because of other commitments here. So, but their support with us and for the event has been fantastic. And so this time already, last year we had about 26 countries participating. This year already we have about 6 countries which have already, participants from these countries have already registered. And I think we're going to have quite a bit of international participation. Thank you.
Thank you, Rakesh. I'm going to request Ms. Costa from Victor Hospitals to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, we would like to thank Mr. Nitin Bandekar and the entire Vasco Sports Club for giving us the opportunity to be the medical partners. I always tell everybody that I said, if I run the marathon in December, my year has ended well. Every time I tell people, if I ran that marathon, it's the best thing which could, which we can give ourselves back. I think it's just putting that effort to make that effort to run. It's a great marathon, superb route. You feel very fulfilled even if you've done 10 kilometers, because you meet so many people who are working towards the same goal of health at the end of the race. So I would urge everybody to mark their calendars around this event and really participate. Even if you start with 5 kilometers, do it, because you feel great at the end of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Costa. I'm going to request Mr. Lala from the venture group to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank Mr. Nitin Bandekar and Vasco Sports Club to make us associate partners for SKF Goa Marathon.
VRM is said to be one of the most scenic races, marathons in the country. Are there any key eco-friendly measures that you all take as organizers?
For one, we are trying to make sure that that we have enough support of collection of whatever waste is there on the route. We try to ask people to bring their own bottles and refilling. But what happens is, in these races, people are so obsessed with getting a good time. They don't want to waste time to stop for refilling their own bottles. So we have tried that a couple of times, but what we have done is we've again gone back to giving disposable bottles. But the collection system this time, we are getting it much more organized, so that the litter is something which we don't want to see happening after the race. And also, the kind of collections and recycling which is done, we are tying up with a better recollection body.
I think this has to be a major
Yes.
challenge. This will be a major challenge going ahead to keep that scenic rating alive.
No, we are
Yeah.
definitely, we also are very proud of our route, and it's a showcase which we want to give to the rest of India and to the world. And we definitely what point you made, we definitely will be putting a lot of thrust on the recycling and that particular issue of no waste. Even our t-shirts, we don't give it in plastic, we just tie it with a
Yeah,
ribbon.
I saw
So
that.
that, again, plastic is not strewn around. So even the goodie bag normally is given in a plastic, we have done away with that. The water part on the route is again a challenge which we are trying to work out in a better way.
Since this is growing into one of the bigger marathons in the country, and can there be an year-round initiative from the club to promote running by maybe adopting some schools or a college?
We started the 5 kilometer inter-school. We were quite surprised. We had even entries from places like Urchorin and other distant schools. And we want to, rather than adopting one school, we want to have more interaction with these schools and see how we can provide some more inputs in terms of, in case the schools themselves feel there are certain students which have got more scope. Plus, even from the winners of the previous editions,
Yes.
some of them we found have got excellent timings. So those children also we are trying to speak to the schools and see how we can improve. And furthermore, in terms of trying to make it more engaging throughout the year, we are planning to have 3 runs, like a promotional run in September, October and November in different districts of Goa, so that more and these will be like free runs where we can promote this kind of events. So that's another thing which we are planning to do this year.